Hi. For International Women's Day, I spoke at a public meeting. I spoke about women in politics. I spoke about the underrepresentation of women in politics. I was speaking at a political public meeting on International Women's Day about the role of women in the world to a room full of men. Even in areas dedicated to women, men are still dominating. And the idea of women's underrepresentation in politics goes much further than just a small Women's Day meeting. When it comes to women in Parliament, Britain currently places 53rd in the international league tables. This is behind Uganda, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sudan, and Iraq. We have fewer women in our political system than countries that stone women to death for adultery. Please, do not tell me that gender equality is a fact in any part of the world. But still, people will tell me vehemently that it either has or has not been achieved. And the people who tell me that it has been achieved, instead of pointing to areas where both genders have risen, they tend to point to areas where people have reached a point of equal awfulness. People try and tell me that since men are now objectified as well by the media, we've solved inequality. No. People try and tell me that since women are now smoking and drinking just as much as men, we've solved inequality. No. People try and tell me that since it's now boys doing worse at GCSE, we've solved inequality. No. If your version of equality is treating everybody as equally as badly, I don't want your equality. If your version of equality is 17 out of the FTSE 100 CEOs being women, I will not have your equality. If your version of equality is women automatically getting custody of children because we are naturally better parents and men cannot be trusted even with their own offspring, I will fight your equality. The issue of parental custody is one that both men's rights activists and feminists will shout about. The assumption that women are naturally maternal and that men are clumsy with babies and need a woman's help to be able to raise them is an aspect of patriarchy. This stereotype is not helped by TV adverts showing men messing up bottle feeding, not knowing how to heat up the dinner right, or giving their babies beer, and then having to have the women swoop in and save the day. These stereotypes are damaging to both genders. It tells women that they have to be mothers and that men will not be perfect fathers, and this simply is not true. These stereotypes are holding equality back. They are holding everybody back. Patriarchy sucks if you're not the rich white man on top. Just because I can give birth to children, it does not mean I want them. And just because my male friends can't, it doesn't mean they don't. Gender equality is a myth. The only way we can overcome these issues of gender stereotyping and allow men and women to be who they want to be and not who society tells them to be on the basis of their anatomy is to stand together as one voice and say that I am a human being and I will be treated as such.